There's something so refreshing about the cold winter's air. I don't know. When it's, I don't know, I love it. When it hits my lungs, I'm just like, oh, yes. I love it. And since I live in Texas, we don't get it much, so it's a nice change of pace. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Like always, if you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it if you would help me out, just kind of grow this channel, get it out there, help a lady algorithm. I know I didn't post last week, so hopefully I did not make her mad. But anyway, it is my birthday this week. On Friday, I'm gonna be 28 years old, and I cannot believe it. I can't believe 28, really? Gosh, I don't know. I might have to just stop at 28. I'm not growing no more after that. I don't know. That's insane to me. Luckily, it's supposed to be nice weather. Still gonna be cold. That's the perks of being born in February. It's always cold on my birthday, but it's not supposed to be bad weather. Last couple years, it's been raining, icing, snowing, and it's been terrible. But this year it's supposed to be like 50 and sunny, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyways, since I am gonna be 28 this week, I thought it'd be a perfect time to make this video about some of the life lessons that I've learned throughout my 20s. You know, I'm almost through them. Oh, that sucks to say, but I am almost through my 20s, and I thought maybe I should share some of that wisdom that I've learned with you guys. All right, so let's just dive right into this video. The first thing that I would definitely recommend to anybody who's coming into their 20s or doesn't know what they're doing with their life is to follow your passion. Now, I know when you come out of school, high school, college, whatever, you're gonna wanna do what everybody tells you to do. You know, go get a good job, go do this, go do that. You know what you really need to do? You need to block out all the noise, go deep inside and figure out what you really wanna do. Don't do what everybody else is telling you to do. Don't do what society is telling you to do. Do what's right for you. Do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, you are going to appreciate it a lot more. You're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to be happy with yourself. And honestly, take it from me. I went into retail right out of high school. I didn't even go to college. You know, I just went straight into working because I thought that's what you had to do. I thought it's just all about getting into the real world and making money. And I hate to say, but it took me way too long to realize that that's not what life's about at all, and that's not what I should have been doing at all. I am happy to say now that I am pursuing my passion, which is this, and I really hope that, you know, something's gonna come of it. But I can definitely tell you this, I am a whole lot happier doing this than doing what I was doing. But if you don't know what your passion is or what you truly want to do yet, there's nothing wrong with, you know, working as long as you're pursuing something on the side. But that kind of leads me into the next life lesson, which is to try a bunch of different things, new things, pursue stuff that you've been thinking about wanting to do, you know, passions that, or not passions, but like things that have piqued your interest or just anything like that, you know, pursue all these different avenues, all these different lanes, and you might find your passion. You might find something you're really good at that makes you happy, that makes you feel all good inside or whatever. Or you might just find something, a skill that you're really good at that you can be really profitable at, and then that you can turn that into a passion. But this also goes with somebody who already knows what their passion is. You don't want to just be focused on one thing, or you don't want to just be doing one thing for the rest of your life. You should have, if you're doing your passion as your job, you should have hobbies outside of that. You should have things that are just there that don't even need to be monetized, that just bring you happiness or joy, or that gets you away from work or whatever. You should have things in your life, multiple things that bring you joy from multiple different angles. See, I recently started acrylic painting just because I thought it looked cool and I thought it looked fun. And I started doing it, and man, it's just like something I do for peace and quiet and happiness, you know. It just brings me a sense of calm. And after I start painting, you know, I look up and it's been like 3 hours and I'm like, dang, but I get immersed in it and I get lost in it, and it's so fun, and I just really enjoy doing it. So try different things, you won't regret it. However, and I cannot stress this enough, if you're gonna do anything, if you're gonna do something, make sure one of those things is to travel more. I cannot stress this enough. Anybody, everybody, I don't care. This isn't just for 20-year-old life lessons or life lessons. This is for everybody. Travel more. There is so much more than just your little bubble, your little comfort zone. There is so much more out there than the culture you know or the ideologies that you know. There's just so much more out there that you need to learn and experience. You know, I hate to admit that I haven't traveled as much as I would like to. You know, coming up on 28 years old, I haven't done a lot of the things or gone to a lot of places that I wish I would have in the, sense of traveling. But it is something that I'm working on and working towards, and it is something that I definitely am going to pursue here in the next, here in the coming future. As long as this pandemic stops, gets, then hopefully we can get back to traveling, and that's something I plan on doing. But if you're gonna do anything in this world, travel this world. If you need to take a gap year right out of high school, between high school and college, if after college, before you get in that job that you want, that you got the degree for, whatever, if you want to just take like a year off or something to go travel, that's what you need to do. If that's what you want to do, if that's what you're feeling inside, that's what you need to do. But even if, just try to find somewhere, sometime to go travel, regardless if it's a city over, a state over, or a country over. Go do it. You will not regret. That's one thing in life that you will not regret, is travel. And another thing that you will not regret in your 20s is using your money wisely. Now, this is important, guys. Listen up. You do not need all that crap and all that junk that you're buying. You don't need it. You don't need all those shoes. You don't need the new fancy toy that's coming out, or phone or whatever, video game console. You don't need it. What you need to do is make that money that you have in your pocket, in your bank account, whatever, make it work for you. You need to invest it in ETFs, NFTs, crypto, whatever. I know, there's a lot of stuff to get into these days, but get into something. You need to invest your money. I really can't stress this enough. They're not going to teach you this in schools or anything. This is just a lesson that you need to learn on your own in life. Not everybody's going to teach you this stuff. My parents never taught me this. I had to learn it from, YouTube and crap like that. You need to make your money work for you. You need to put it in and invest it, and just leave it. Buy and hold. Don't do all this trading. Don't do all that. Buy and hold. It's for the long run. It's for your future self in life. And that future you is going to be happy that you invested as soon as possible. And you can make it kind of like a game, just invest weekly, monthly, whatever. Just make sure you get your money, your paycheck, whatever, wherever you're getting your money from, just 10%, 20%, whatever you feel comfortable doing, put that away. That's, it's like a game. Just, you're watching your numbers rise, and yes, they're going to rise and fall in the stock market or whatever. That's the game. But if you look at the numbers long term, you're going to see they're always rising. So you're not going to regret this either, to invest your money. Now, on the other hand, if you don't have a lot of money to invest, if you're coming straight out of high school, straight out of college, my best advice to you would be that couple $100, $1,000, whatever you got, invest it in yourself. Invest it in that passion that you want to follow. Invest it in that travel that you want to take. If you have an idea for a business, I would definitely say invest that money into starting that business rather than the stock market, because that business can make you a whole lot more money than the stock market can. But if you don't have any plans on starting a business or anything like that, then the stock market is definitely a great option to do. But invest your money where you feel comfortable. And if you don't know, and if you don't have a lot, invest it in yourself. Just make sure you're making your money work for you, and make sure you're using your money wisely. Don't buy that junk. You don't need it. Okay, now the last lesson is the most important out of all of them. Out of my 28 years on this earth, the best lesson that I can teach you, that I can help you with, or that I can share, whatever, is take care of your health. Your health is your most important thing, is the most important thing in your life, because without it, you can't do any of that other stuff I've told you about. You can't. You have to be in good health. And I'm not just talking physical health either. I'm talking mental health as well. You really need to take care of your mental health, because if you're not happy, if you're depressed, if you're struggling with anxiety, if you're struggling with some sort of mental illness, you're not gonna even be up to the challenge to do these things, to practice these lessons to go in life and actually be who you're supposed to be. So yes, I definitely recommend, you know, taking care of your physical health, working out, eating right, all that stuff. I highly recommend it. But what I recommend more than all, and I only recommend this because it's something that I've struggled with a really long time. I've struggled with anxiety, is take care of your mental health. Do things, do practices like self-care activities, meditations, stuff like that. Talk to a therapist if you need to. There's so many resources out there, especially this day and age in 2022. There's so many resources out there that can help you. And you need to focus on that, and you need to take care of your mental health over everything. This is something I am very passionate about, and this is the top thing that I recommend out of all of these. You got to take care of your mental health. Nothing else matters. So I'm rooting for you. You got this. But that's it, guys. Those are my life lessons that I can kind of share with you through my 20s so far. You know, I'm about to be 28. I'm not through my 20s yet. But so far, that's what I can give you guys. I hope it helps. But mainly, guys, just don't waste your 20s. Don't waste it doing things you don't want to do, being who you don't want to be, just doing what everybody else is telling you to do. Follow your passions, be who you want to be, take care of yourself, and explore and travel this beautiful world. I believe in you guys. I love you guys. And if you like this video, please help me out. Give it a like, subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you in the next one.